Hey everyone, welcome back to another PNSO review. Today we're taking a look at Mungo, the Meraxes. PNSO sure loves their gigantosaurs. Meraxes is the second one they've released in a row. The previous was the gigantosauros, and now we have a third one coming, the Mapusaurus, which I'm really excited for. I know some people are kind of disappointed that they did 3 gigantosauros in a row, but I'm not hating it, and I kind of want them to double, triple down, and just do Titans so we can have Gigantosaurini complete. But anyways, I ended up getting this figure from Amazon. It retails for $42.99. And I'll leave a link down below in the description if you want to order one for yourself. So let's go over the package really quick before we take a closer look at Mungo. We got Mungo front and center on the front of the package and is part of PNSO's Prehistoric Animal Models line. It is number 69. Settle down there, children. And then in the back of the box, top of the box, we have Mungo on the back. And then inside, we do get a pamphlet with some information about Meraxes. I am Mungo and the Meraxes. We got pictures of the product itself, more pictures of the product. We got a picture of the skull. You know, most of the top part of the skull is pretty well known. And more pictures of Mungo, blah, blah, blibbly blue, how to draw it. And then inside, we get one poster, mercifully, one poster compared to the Dinosaur Museum line. We do get a nice picture of Meraxes, a decent looking poster. I just hate how they're all folded up because it makes them really hard to frame. So enough about the packaging. Let's take a closer look at Mungo. And here is Meraxes out of the packaging. I have to say, what a beautiful looking figure. I am not a huge fan of pop culture naming dinosaurs. You know, Meraxes is the name of a dragon from, George R.R. Martin's Song of Fire and Ice, House of Dragon, Game of Thrones, whatever. But yeah, just not a fan of pop culture dinosaur names. But please, PNSO, somebody give me Thanos. But yeah, this figure, it's just absolutely beautiful. I just love the hint of blue along the side. It has a nice mixture of gray, a little bit of pink splashed in there with all this dark gray bandage. It's just very beautiful. Just the striping makes it look like light shimmering through water. The figure does have the cassowary claw on the hind feet, which is a unique feature of Meraxes, and I just think the whole figure just looks really, really great. My camera does not like focusing in on it for some reason. I just think the light color of the figure just messes with the whiteboard in the background. But yeah, I think every release from PNSO has gotten better and better, and these are great display options with their Carcharodontosaurus and Gigantosauros and the upcoming Mapusaurus. So yeah, really happy that PNSO is just giving some obscure species some time in the limelight. Now for some measurements, this figure is 12 inches long from the tip of the snout to the tip of the tail, or 30.5 centimeters, and just over 4 inches tall to the top of the head, or 10.1 centimeters. So Meraxes in real life was between 30 and 33 feet long, or 9 to 10 meters. So I'll put this figure somewhere in the 130 to the 133 scale range. And just like all bipedal PNSO figures, you do get a clear acrylic display rod that you can place underneath the chest to help with support with your figure. I always recommend using these. These figures do tend to warp over time. You don't want them falling off your shelf and getting damaged. So let's zoom in and take a look at some of the finer details on this figure, starting with the head. Absolutely beautiful head sculpt on this figure. My camera still doesn't like it. You have the very large scales at the tip of the snout. PNSO likes to do that with their theropods. They're very similar to the pressure-sensitive scales on the snouts of alligators and crocodiles. You can see the eye is painted bright yellow with a black pupil. You do have the slightest bit of pink on the head. The camera is barely picking it up. When the light just hits it right, you can see it, but it looks much more vibrant in person. You can see the ear canal right here. You can see all the crest is nicely sculpted. Teeth are painted a white color. Mouth can open up. It is an articulated jaw. You can see some very, very nice mouth detail inside there. I love how the nasal passages are sculpted in. You have a darker red tongue with a nice wash over it. Let's get my camera to refocus in on this. I don't know why it does not like this figure. For the jaw articulation, mouth can close completely flush and it can open up that wide. Going down to the neck, you have a nice, very powerful, muscular looking neck. You get that light dark gray striping that's starting to form behind the neck. It goes all the way down the body, right down to the very tip of the tail, and it's all a nice light gray background. You do have some more pink on the top of the back, but like I said, my camera does not like picking it up. You can see some large osteoderms peppered throughout the whole entire body. You have this nice light blue coloration along the flanks, which I think is a really nice touch. Even extends down to the forearms Going down to the arms. Arms are nicely sculpted. The hand claws are painted in gray. Some nice folds and wrinkles along the body. Really nice scales all over the body. Nice and proportionate. It's not like the Wilson figure. A lot of people want to see Wilson get redone. I'm okay with Wilson right now. I don't think I need a redo like all of a sudden, but it'll be nice to get that in the near future. Going down to the thighs, some more folds and wrinkles. Really powerful calf muscles. Going down to the feet, let's turn around to the other side so we can get a nice look at that cassowary type claw on the hind foot, which is a really, really cool trait of the species. It helps define it from the other giganotosaurs in your collection because they are very, very similar looking. Other hind leg is pushing off. You got the nice bulging calf muscle, and then going down to the tail, more of that striping and nice scale detail. Let's do the dinosaur butthole check. That is a nice little colorway slit. You got more blue along the side of the tail. So yeah, all around the color scheme on this figure is very, very nicely done. Moving on with comparisons, first up here it is, we'll collect these 140 scale human. And next up here it is with some related species. We have Gigantosaurinus, Acrocanthosaurus, and Giganotosaurus. And when the Mopasaurus comes in, it's going to be a really nice representation of these theropods. And like I said, I really, really hope PNSO just triples down and just do Tyrannotitan next. Let's just get Gigantosaurini complete. But yeah, they look really, really nice next to each other. This Giganotosaurus really has grown on me. I was like, oh, look, another Giga figure. But yeah, it's a really, really nice figure. And next up here it is with the GR Toys Gigantosaurinus. I actually like using this one as my main Gigantosaurinus. I always felt like the PNSO one was just a little too small. And next up, since it's still on the display table, here it is with the previously reviewed Alan Good Nasutoceratops. Let's do a couple other PNSO figures. Here it is with the Suchomimus, and here it is with Therizinosaurus. You gonna stand there, buddy? There we go. And let's just finish this off with a couple Rex figures. Here it is with Beast of the Mesozoic 135 scale T-Rex. And here it is with PNSO's Wilson. So final thoughts on Meraxes. I really like this figure, and I was excited because it's a new species. I think it was fully described in 2022, so pretty quick turnaround on making this figure. And I just love the coloration. Just that splash of blue just gives it a nice, vibrant look. It's really refreshing compared to other PNSO releases. I just think they use too much greens and browns, so this is a really refreshing take. And it's a beautiful sculpt. I love the cassowary claw. It's just all around a great figure, and I just love adding obscure species to my collections, and it's just going to look great with the other Giganotosaurs in your collection. Now, like I said at the beginning of the review, I ended up ordering mine from Amazon. Link is down below in the description. You can also get it from PNSO's AliExpress. So I think they're actually having an anniversary sale right now, so you might be able to get it for a few bucks cheaper. So that will do it for the review. I do have the Mopasaurus on order. I don't think it's shipped yet, but I did order it a couple days ago. I still got to get to that Beast of the Mesozoic Juvenile T-Rex, and I have a couple of the new figures coming in. So there should be plenty of new reviews coming up on the channel, so stay tuned for all of that. And as always, if you're enjoying the content on the channel, show your support by hitting that subscription button just below the video. Each subscription helps out the channel tremendously, and it's greatly appreciated. And I'll see you guys for the next one.